Up next in the Pro Bellum heavyweight division, Ahmed El Taib takes on Muhammad John DeMadoka.
Introducing first, fighting in the blue corner, John DJEMADOKA.
Well, the heavyweights are on their way to the Pro Bellum Arena. Nick Albert and Muhammad John DeMadoka. Again, lots of heat at the weigh-ins. Can that have a negative impact on you as you're making your way into the venue that you can solve your differences in?
Well, I mean, each person, I think, handles it differently. Some people are able to use that anger and use it as kind of their driving force. Other people, what ends up happening is it becomes an adrenaline dump. So I'll be really interested to see exactly how John is able to handle that kind of pressure and that kind of energy, that kind of negativity that was around him yesterday at the weigh-ins.
And emotions ran high. He was very angry, very upset at what transpired at the weigh-ins. Looks calm and collected now, and as you say, in about 3 minutes, if there's any real beef, they're going to get to sort it out.
Yeah. And here's the thing. So coming into this fight, he's the taller, longer range fight. To be effective and to get the revenge that he might be wanting, he's going to have to look to use that range. Now, this all might have been just about, you know, the king of the cage, using this to get into his head. He might not even have any real beef, but if he got into his head and he's able to use that to force John to change his game plan moving into this fight.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Ahmed, the king of the cage, El Taib.
About to make his entrance into the Pro Bellum Arena. Ahmed, the king of the cage, El Taib. And yesterday, he was all smiles, sunshine, and roses until he stood face to face with his opponent, and not 3 minutes later, he was smiles, sunshine, and roses again.
He's dressed as a monk? I haven't seen his face yet, so I'm not sure. A bit of pageantry.
Yeah, part showman, and I think you could see that in him yesterday. Again, very verbal, walking around, chatting with everyone, big smile, until he stood face to face with John DeMadoka. It's Kylo Ren, isn't it?
I'm not. The lights I can't really see, so I'm not sure.
A big man is Ahmed El Taib, weighed in 253 pounds. This is a solid, solid heavyweight. And the king of the cage looks like he means business. Not smiling anymore.
And the award for the largest cornerman goes to the king of the cage. Because I'm actually on the other side of the cage from his cornerman, and I ain't got no beef. That's a big boy.
Growing big out in Egypt. King of the cage, Egyptian, fighting from Dubai. Getting ready to walk into his kingdom.
Now, what we really need to see is, was he using this showman to try to get a mental advantage? He had the long walk out with the costume and the kind of theatrics. but he's now getting ready to go inside a cage against a gentleman who I'm not sure really likes him a lot.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're not sending each other birthday cards this year, Nick.
Yeah.
DJEMADOKA 4-1. Taking victories in his last 3 fights, all by first round KO.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest takes place in the Pro Bellum heavyweight division and will consist of 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 6 foot 2 inches tall, from Egypt, Mohammed John DJEMADOKA. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5 foot 7 inches tall, from Sharm el Sheikh, Egypt, Ahmed, the king of the cage, El Tayeb.
Well, Nick, we've seen a lot of fighters touch gloves at the start of the fight. I'll bet you a beverage back at the hotel that doesn't happen here.
Yeah, I think the only gloves they'd be touching is going to be. Oh no, they're talking about touching gloves. Who knows? Uh-oh, maybe not. Maybe the only glove touching is going to be on each other's face.
Here we go. DJEMADOKA, taller, rangier of the 2 fighters, and he's hunting his opponent down. And we get the clinch.
Taib's working that underhook ankle pick, really nice, but he's giving up his back to the taller fighter.
Yeah, and looks like he's got 1 hook in for sure. Mark Goddard having a word with him here. He's 1 hook in.
Now, I'm not going to probably say anything anyone wasn't thinking. This is not how I expected the first 1 minute of this fight to go.
Absolutely, I expected them to be swinging from the fences, but again, you know, perhaps that's what DJEMADOKA was expecting. Maybe a big flurry, a big rush,
Wow.
but steps over into the full mount.
Taib had gotten a throw, and it might have just been the height. Was it just a bit too much?
He's got to start moving, just flailing those hands in the air. He's just eating shots, and it's over. Well, there was some bad blood to begin with, but Mohammed John DJEMADOKA, soon as it got to the floor, into that full mount, raining down blows.
Now, that full mount came about because Taib had tried to do a belly-to-belly throw. And the only issue he had while doing that belly-to-belly throw was DJEMADOKA was just a bit too tall, and he wasn't low enough down on the hips to actually lift and turn.
DJEMADOKA does, again, the moment he got into that dominant, and you can see he got good posture. King of the cage arms couldn't get up, couldn't pull his man down, and he just kept answering. Up next, we have a light heavyweight contest. Ahmed El Tayeb, the Koko Hammer, stepping in on short notice, taking on Mohammed John DJEMADOKA. That's a name that we're going to struggle with all night, Nick. 4-1 versus 4-5. The Koko Hammer coming in late with that 4-5 record. Is that going to play on DJEMADOKA's mind?
One of the things is we found that DJEMADOKA is a finisher, and he's a first-round finisher, so it could be a very early night for Talib. Now, I'd say take it as deep as he can, try and circle off the cage, not engage into a firefight, but we've seen with DJEMADOKA, he will walk you down, corner you, and inside the Pro Bellum arena, if he gets hit by anything, he might be going to sleep. A nice show of respect. I think a lot of what we saw yesterday was a bit of pomp and circumstance, something maybe for DJEMADOKA to get in his head. Luckily, you know, nothing bad happened. Nobody was hurt yesterday, and now look at that. Little kiss on the cheek, nice little hug. Looks like, hey, they will be sending each other birthday cards.
Yeah, maybe, maybe.
Oh, wow, that's a tough, that's a good squat right there. Because that's a big man.
DJEMADOKA very happy with that